Hi folks, we're at Milltown here for the Warrenpoint Town Newry City Irish Cup match, the Mourne Ultimatum. We're on a makeshift setup here on a mobile phone, and thanks very much to Joe for manning the screen, and for the oft mentioned on the podcast, Jack Gilson, just standing off camera, dying to make his Shed NV podcast debut, but we'll see if we can get him on before the end of the game. And he's booing now as well, which is disgraceful for a club official. But anyway, but we've got the teams in, and from a Newry perspective, Lorcan Ford makes his debut up front, and Oren Smith is on the bench. Obviously, we have a couple missing, Stevie Maguire and John Boyle, and Stephen Mourne suspended. So, looking at the front three, we've got Lorcan Ford, James Teal, and Daniel Hughes. To me, that looks pretty strong. I'm pretty happy with that. What's your expert opinion?
I'm delighted as well. I think it's a great front three. When you told me it, I actually had a wee smile to myself. I think it's a very, very strong and exciting front three. Ford coming straight in from being signed, what was it, Thursday night, straight into the side, and Teelan maybe on the left and Dingo through the middle. I think that's good. We've said before we'd like to see Dingo play back through the middle and hopefully get a few goals, so today will be a great one against his former club.
Yeah, I mean, the front three, I was sort of interested to see what Darren would go with in terms of his formation. Dale's coming in and getting his first start since he returned for second spell at the club in holding midfield, and Fra Brennan returns in centre back alongside Ryan McGivern. Darren King's fit when we thought he might have missed out with injury. So Warrenpoint's three new signings are all on the bench to start off with, and Kieran O'Connor obviously isn't fit yet, but it'll be a good signing for them. I mean, it sets up well. I'm actually probably more optimistic now than I maybe was during the week when I was sort of thinking the players who we had out. It shows actually with maybe more strength and depth than I sort of thought we had.
Yeah, and as you said, as you said with the people out during the week, that we thought this could be a tight enough game. I thought we'd maybe have a bit of a half team out, but to me it seems a strong team. We can't ask for much more. Obviously, every team has to deal with COVID this year, and this is our turn to deal with it with a few players out. But I'm feeling optimistic. I've been nervous all morning. I had Jack text me first thing this morning. The first text I opened up this morning was from Jack saying, "Are you nervous?" I am properly nervous now that I'm down here. And as we said the other night, it's not going to impact the rest of our season, but it's bragging rights, and it might be the only time we play them. If they happen to go down next season and we go up, or this season if they go down and we go up, who knows when we'll play them next. So it's a big one. I just think, to kickstart our season, our new year, this is a big game, and it's an opportunity to win a game, get back on the road, get winning, and hopefully give us that kind of push on towards the end of the season and get promotion.
I would say the goals against the run of play. To be honest with you, we've sort of been under the cosh a wee bit, but seem to be playing the counter attack. But what's your take on the first half?
I think we've played well. To be honest, it's hard to. I don't know, it's very hard to analyse this because you get caught up in the whole thing because it's a derby and you're excited, but I think we've played well. I think we started well. McGivern's been exceptional at the back. Enge's played with his heart in his sleeve like he always does, but he's up for today. Typical derby, not much separates them, but we definitely scored against the run of play in that first half. To be honest, I didn't even know who scored the goal. I was kind of bouncing about too much and saw it hit the post and go in, but I'm just delighted. I've lost my voice a bit already.
I think we'll have to mention Niall Brady. He's coming in for only his second game for the club. Made an unbelievable save. It was from Greg Moorhouse or Alan O'Sullivan, but a reaction save, tipping it over the bar. It could have been a different game, but I mean, I think Darren will be pretty happy with that half. I mean, playing down towards the crowd now in the second half, down to the Newry supporters who have been a good voice so far. I mean, he hope that picks it up in the background. But I mean, it's been a. I'm happy with that half. I mean, I think coming into it we were a wee bit nervous, but I'm happy with it now.
Yeah, I think Brady, like you said, that save was exceptional. I think he's done brilliant at the back as well. He looks very calm, considering it's only his second game of the season. He looks very calm. Delighted with him, and do you know what? I think they're there for the taking. To be honest, if we can just get a wee bit of quality. John's shown flashes of it in midfield. He looks good. Has a wee bit of confidence. Maybe he grows. He can go on a run and maybe put the ball through for Dingo and make it 2-0. I'd be happy enough down the road. But delighted. And
fingers crossed. Then we're talking about a win at the end of the game. So we'll have a chat about that afterwards. So it's just after the final whistle here at Milltown, and Newry have won 2-1, as I'm sure you will all know by now. Brilliant win, brilliant performance. Probably left it a bit hairy at the end, but I mean, getting that goal just before half time, getting a second one just after half time was crucial. It was a good performance.
Absolutely brilliant performance. It was one of those. It was one of those performances where you have to be very, very proud of Newry today. It come down, and I know we said during the week in the podcast that the worry was that obviously they're a level above. They've got some quality, but I think we really proved that just why we've been so good this season and why we are 6 points clear in the championship. I thought we were brilliant in that second half for Fra to get that goal. I'm delighted for Fra himself. He's done brilliant, and we came pretty close to actually getting a couple of others, so a bit unlucky maybe not to win it more, and probably shouldn't have conceded at the end, but I'm still delighted.
And speak of the devil, come on in. We've got a goal scorer for Brennan. We're just doing a live version of the pod. Well, not live version. We're doing a podcast be out tonight. Yeah. So we're delighted to be joined by manager Darren Mullen and second goal scorer, which is, I don't think I'm going to be referencing that too much this season, but
the second goal, you mean?
the prolific Fra Brennan. We were just talking there before you come on about how important was it. You know, it's a cliche, but the timing of the goals, scoring just before half time and scoring so early after half time. I mean, was that obviously as a manager? I'm sure you're obviously delighted with that, the timing of the goals.
Yeah, we spoke at half time that it was set up lovely for us, you know, to go and get the second, you know, maybe on a counter attack or from a set piece. So first half game plan went according to plan. You know, we were excellent, well worth our 1-0 lead, but we certainly weren't going to sit on it. So we knew then go and get at them. And I told Fra, we're going to get a free kick early on, get yourself right in the back post. Look, it was great delivery, but yeah, you need somebody on the end of it. And then as the game goes on, you know, we could have had 3 or 4 up, and then as soon as they come back, you're thinking this could be Boxing Day. Like again, you're like, oh, we had this, but no, look, we deserved it. I don't think anybody can argue with it. You know, as I say, we could have been 3 or 4 up, and lads were super. Everybody worked their backsides off without the ball. That's the one thing when you're looking at it. Should be a coach or manager. Where are we when we haven't got the ball? And we were super. For I'll tell you, the boys in front of him did everything. He was brilliant today in terms of winning his headers, did what he had to do. So yeah, look, everything worked out the way we wanted.
And you can tell he's a boy who's not used to scoring goals, because when you've got most of the Newry support congregated over that side, Fra runs away. Come on, you in here to make sure you're on camera there, sunshine. So I mean, you know, out of your sick bed, you know, over the last week and score a goal. I mean, you know, and I know you're quite a quiet, shy, retiring sort of a type. So I mean, what did that goal mean? You had to put us 2-0 up.
Look, it was good to score, but at the end of the day, I prefer to win. But I'm actually disappointed because the first half, I think I had an easier chance. But I'm going to blame Lorcan, this big nugget, because he jumped right in front of me. I didn't expect it, and then it was sort of there, and it just hit off my head and went over. But yes, no, it's good. Like we're in the next round of the cup. That's what we want to do. It's nice to get the win and get the goal, because now everyone thinks I've won the match for them, because they said I've scored the goal that won the match.
You're the only man who's improved after getting COVID.
What are you on about improved?
So we've just spoken to the lads there. Obviously a brilliant win, and you know, Fra's claiming that he won the game. He's the match winner, which I suppose we'll have to give him. But I mean, a good all-out performance. I mean, the thing, the key for me was that it was a performance that we didn't really have in the last 3 games, so you know, we need to build on that now for Hartlepool Welders next week.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, the worry was coming into this game that we've scored 1 goal in 3 games, and we just didn't look like scoring in the past couple. So it was nice that Dingo has left that behind him. That missed penalty at Stewart has stayed there, and he came down today. He was brilliant. But to be honest, to a man, everyone was great today. A few shout outs to Fra, who we've spoken to there, but the goalkeeper, massive shout out to Niall Brady. He's made 2 saves at pivotal times, the first one in the first half, and then the second one at the start of the second half. If that goes in as 1-1, it's a different game altogether. So well done to him. But I thought we were brilliant all over today, and James Taylor just stole the show. He was absolutely phenomenal down that wing. So what can you say? Absolutely delighted to get one over Warrenpoint. Hopefully Brandon Curtis is alright.
I think that's a very good way to end it. Folks, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you all down at the Welders game next week.